I had recently found out that my parents were fighting for the first time in about 13 years, 14 years. Because they had never fought before. I had never seen them argue or butt heads, so it was pretty devastating for me. And that's where my life kind of started to get pretty dark. I kind of took a nosedive right off the bat. I found out that they were fighting one afternoon, and then I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep that night, and it was so distinct how cold I felt. And I did not want to get out of bed, and I had never experienced that before in my life, because it was like a switch. I was instantly depressed, and it lasted for a really, really long time. Obviously, I had good days and bad days, because that's how life works, but generally it was pretty dark. I would hide behind baggy clothing because I couldn't stand looking at myself. I couldn't stand other people looking at me. I would literally tape paper to my mirrors in my room so I wouldn't have to look at myself. It was so obvious how awful I felt. Like, you could see it in my face. Like, I had terrible bags underneath my eyes. I looked so drained, and I was pale because I never went outside, and I couldn't stand to see who I had become, so I just kind of taped off my reflection so I wouldn't have to see it. Every day it was a struggle to get out of bed. I'd have 10 minutes before I had to get on the bus to go to school. It was so loud, but it was quiet, and it was cold, and it was dark. At my lowest points, it was towards the beginning of this year. I would cut myself. I would bruise myself. I'd bang my head against my wall to stop thinking about it. And the first time I came to church here at Faith was on Easter, the first time I had gone to church in years. The churches that I had been to previously were all Catholic, and everything was really theatrical and dramatic, and there was, stained glass windows, and it was hot, and people were silent, and you weren't allowed to have fun, and it was pretty miserable. But I walked in pretty indifferent, I'm not religious, but this seems like a pretty cool place, I'll give it a try. And then halfway through the second song, that's when I realized how good life can be with Jesus. It was an aha moment. Oh my God, it makes so much sense now. Everything is clear. I feel so happy. It felt as if my heart was like a rock, and it needed to be opened so that I could see how wonderful life could be. I broke and I started sobbing, and I felt, it wasn't sadness, it was relief because of how good it felt just to be alive. And I'm a Christian now. What is happening? Jesus, you have my heart. I was made perfect, so if God loves me and Jesus loves me, I might as well love myself. Took the papers down. I wore clothes that I actually liked wearing. I stopped hurting myself. Ever since Easter, I haven't had a doubt about accepting Jesus into my heart, and I want to make it official. My name is Sarah, and I've decided to follow Jesus.
Based on your profession of faith, I baptize you. I am so excited and grateful that I have this opportunity to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Cause you're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are.